Alright, so just wait for some people to come in. Alright, so really quick, we will wait a little bit longer for some people to join. Jump into Mega Man X1. I know that's just me that's counting, so just wait for some people. Well, why don't I start off with some like bonus features in this collection? We can play Rockman X. That could be fun. What do you guys think? Play some Rockman X? Nah. Alright, we'll explore the museum for a little bit. Why not? Look at these classic renders. Hi there! You're the first person, I think, besides myself that has come in. Right now, we're just going to wait for a little bit longer to see if anybody else comes in before I start the game. You know, right now, we're just going to go through some art. Get ourselves in the mood for some Mega Man, you know. I really enjoy Mega Man, so if you want to say hi in the chat, I'll probably, you know, shout you out. Say, as long as your username isn't vulgar by any means. X is a Reploid, a kind of sentient robot, and the hero of this adventure. As a member of the 17th unit of Maverick Hunters, X is tasked with tracking down and putting a stop to Mavericks, malfunctioning robots that pose a threat to humanity. No one knows for sure who created X or why, but he is dedicated to stopping the evil machinations? What? Is that a word? Of Sigma, his former commander who has gone rogue and now leads a rebellion against the human race. Despite X's exceptional abilities, he is still a B-class, middle-grade hunter. And although he is viewed by his fellow hunters as a rookie for his tendency to hesitate in the thick of battle, it is actually mercy, not experience, that stays his hand. Even when faced with the most despicable of Mavericks, his urge to deal justice to evildoers clashes with his underlying forgiving nature, keeping him from realizing the true power that lies within him. Only Zero and Sigma has begun to suspect his incredible potential. Otherwise known as a punk bitch. I'm kidding. Zero is a SA class hunter who belongs to the Maverick Hunters 17 unit along with X. Fiercely opposed to evil in all his forms, he confronts Mavericks without a trace of pity or mercy, and conducts his missions with a cool demeanor and unparalleled speed. Zero is one of the few that to notice X's hidden potential, so he is eager to watch over X and guide him throughout, discovering his true potential for himself, power for himself. X, meanwhile, views Zero as a kind of role model, and the only other hunter he can really open up to. Yeah, I bet X opens up to Zero a lot. You know. In Zero's eyes, Sigma is nothing more than a maverick that needs to be hunted down and destroyed. For Zero, it's just another day on the job, when he tells X to prepare for a battle against Sigma's forces. What the hell? Sigma. Alright, should we read all this? Nah. I'll skip through it. You guys didn't come here for some ASMR, did you? Anyway, there's one thing I want to show off in this, though, if it's here somewhere. This is probably all art, yeah. One thing, alright? And then we'll get to the gameplay. If we go to the trailers... Does this cancel the broadcast if I click one of these? We'll find out. Can you guys still see that? Oh, okay. No, you can't. Alright. Alright, sorry about that. Wasn't sure. Stopped it. Alright, we're gonna go right into X. I just wanted to show that clip off because it's actually a lot interesting of beta content. No idea why they prevent that from being streamed. I'm sure you can find that online though, but whatever. Alright, so you do Mega Man X or Rockman X? If you don't know, Rockman X is actually the Japanese version. But I think for the sake, we're gonna do the English version because we're not weebs. Alright? So I think we're gonna go like this. Anyway, this is one of my favorite games of all time too. I love this game so much. Oh my god, is there a gross filter on that? Hang on 1 second. Yeah, there is. We're gonna turn that right off. Screen size, yeah, that's fine. Wallpaper. Yeah, we'll stick to that. Alright. Going into Mega Man X, guys. It's one of my favorite games of all time. But first, before anything, you gotta change the dash button. Okay? I cannot play this game without the dash button being on R. Either way, I love this game. I've been playing this for like almost 20 years at this point. Legitimately. This is one of my favorite games of all time. I love it. Everything about it, almost everything about it I love. Alright? This is actually my second favorite game of all time. True story. If you can only do one game per franchise, like I like to make a rule, this is my second favorite game of all time. If you do include multiple games in the same franchise, maybe third. But I've considered it to be my second favorite game of all time, just because of how much it means to me, really. This game is just fun, alright? This is fun incarnate. It just hits every note. Like, it's impressive as a Super Nintendo game, it's impressive as an action game from the 90s, its music is just phenomenal, its graphics still look good today. Like, there's not much to complain here. I'm gonna be real. I love this game so much. Alright, we'll just see. I really hope you guys enjoy this. If you're new to the channel, I make Let's Plays. I'm only saying that because some people might be like, well, no shit. Who the hell is discovering you that... Who the hell's coming here that hasn't known you before? Well, that I say, well, to be fair, I am streaming this on my PS4. So that means there could be people coming in from PS4 or are seeing the PlayStation hashtags that don't know who I am. So I just want to make sure that, you know, no one's alienated. Everybody's here because, you know, they know who I am. Anyway, I make Let's Play content a lot, and I'm trying to, like, branch out and do some scripted reviews. The first one came out today, actually, if you want to check that out. After the stream, it's King Kong 33. I talk about what that movie means to me and, like, its legacy to me. You know, it's just a very interesting subject for me to talk about, and, you know, I hope you enjoy it too. Not all my scripted videos are going to be about ancient horror films from the 30s, though, obviously. I like to branch out and just talk about all my interests, so if that's interesting to you, you know, you can come to YouTube/Blue Genocide, which is where you're probably watching this right now. I do not stream on Twitch because, not for any particular reason, but I figure I have to have an audience somewhere first. And currently I have 32 subscribers on YouTube, and I'm trying to improve that to at least, like, I think 75 is reasonable within, like, a couple months. Let's see if I can hit 75. Yeah, I'd love to say, like, 100, but I might be asking for too much. I'm not even halfway to 75 yet, so, you know. I am more than 30 though, so that's pretty good. Either way, that's enough shilling myself. The health pack's gonna disappear, but it doesn't matter. This is Boba Fett. I mean Vile. Boba Fett is not here, it's Vile. Anyway, you can try surviving here until the cows come home. You're not gonna win this. I mean, sometimes I like to see how long I can last, but really, it's not gonna accomplish anything. It does make you feel like it could be like Mega Man X, or Mega Man 7, where you can win the fight, but it's not. You will lose here. You useless piece of scrap metal. How can you think you can defy me? Oh, shit, that's one strong charge shot. It took his arm off, dude. That's not even a fully charged power shot. Like, what the hell? I guess I'm not powerful enough to defeat him. X. You shouldn't expect to defeat him. He's designed to be a war machine. Remember, you have not reached full potential yet, power yet. If you use all the abilities you were designed with, you should become stronger. You may even become as powerful as I am. I'll scout ahead and collect as much information on Sigma's fortress as I can. I'll meet up with you when you get up there. See you later. X, I know you can do it. Wow, thanks, Zero. No, I'm kidding. You sound like Mega Man 8 or Mega Man X4. Alright. Listen, if you've never played this game before, the first one you want to go for is always Chill Penguin for reasons. We'll get into that. You always want to go to Chill Penguin first. Even though he looks like kind of like a Mega Man cosplayer as a penguin. A little weird. His armor kind of matches like Mega Man's. At least Mega Man Classics. I don't know about X, but X, at least at this point, looks very similar to Classic did, so that's a great sentence. X looks a lot like Classic did. Alright, well, whatever. Either way, I just wanted to play this because it's just one of my favorite games, dude. What's your favorite boss in all of Mega Man? Yeah, it's kind of tricky. As far as weapon goes, I would have to probably say the Metal Blade and be basically a basic bitch and say Metal Man. Design-wise, in all of Mega Man. See, that makes me feel like I should say something from Battle Network, because Battle Network is actually my favorite aesthetically. But, it's probably something for Mega Man 2. You know what? I'm gonna say, right now at least, I'm gonna say... That's actually tough. Let me think about that for a little bit. That's a very broad question. I don't want to, like, forget about anybody. I could be reading this out, but I'm not. But, you know. Alright, so he's basically given us a capsule. We will be getting the boots. Look, it doesn't matter what Super Nintendo game you're playing. If there's a boot power-up, you want it. Alright? Pegasus boots in Mega Man, in Zelda, get them. The dash boots in any X game, X1 through 3, you want them. Those are the only example. Oh, high jump boots from Metroid, Super Metroid, you want them. You always want boots. Alright? Alright, so back to the question about my favorite boss. Yeah, I don't know if I can answer that as far as, you know, just the general Mega Man, like, overall. But I think I can answer that at least in the terms of, you know, the different series. So if we're going for classic, I'm thinking I'm going to say Airman. Just because I have a love-hate relationship with Airman. You know, that it's the one that one classic Japanese rock song, I Can't Beat Airman, is based around. And, you know, I like to regularly make him look like a punk bitch. Because that's what he is to me. But, you know, he always looks so smug. And, you know, I really do like the idea of his, like, main attack coming from his chest, which is very different from a robot, usually. You know, Woodman is another really good example from that game, as well as, like, Shadow Man from Mega Man 3, because I really like the look of the ninja. That's probably it from the classic series. As for X, I'm thinking I'm going to go for Overdrive Ostrich, or, you know what, Megma Dragoon. Mega Man Dragoon from Mega Man X4 is really cool. I don't know enough about Legends or Zero to, like, really give an answer there. But as for Battle Network, at least off the top of my head, I really like how Quickman works. I know that's another Mega Man 2 boss that got recreated, but I also always really liked Iceman in the X game, in the Battle Network games. Oh. Either way, this is a joke. I could probably even, like, be a little bit more risky with this fight. But yeah, you know, this is just a little bit of fun for me. I always really enjoyed playing Mega Man X, so this will be a fun little quick stream for me. I don't know. Just see how this goes. Yeah, there we go. Alright, first boss is down. Alright, you got Shotgun Ice. You know, I gotta say, there's a PSP remake of this game. It's called Mega Man Maverick Hunter X. And that game is cool and all, although I do have some gripes of that version over any other. We're going to go into Storm Eagle, by the way. I'm just trying to speak while I'm talking. Anyway, about Maverick Hunter X. I prefer the way the 3D, the original game looks over the early 3D polygons, like the 30 PSP could handle. Anyway, yeah. I don't like the way the game looks, first of all, but then they made, like, the weird decision for X to shout out every move he does. So, for example, when you're using Chill Penguin's weapon in this game, you know, I'll just switch to it real quick. Either way, we got our first heart tank, collect 8 of those to increase our health. Anyway, so this is Shotgun Ice, right? It shoots in the blast, and then if you hit a wall, it bursts in the other direction into 3 different blasts, alright? Thing about that is, it's pretty cool. But in Maverick Hunter X, every time you shoot it, X goes, Shotgun Ice! Shotgun Ice! Shotgun Ice! It's really annoying. That 10 seconds of me doing it was really annoying. Imagine hearing that the entire game with every one of the weapons. Rolling Shield. Flamethrower, whatever the hell it's called. Homing Torpedo. All of them. Boomer Cutter, whatever the hell it's called. Yeah, it gets really annoying real fast. I really wish they would make the remake with all the remake content, but make it look like the original X. That'd be kind of cool. Cause you know what? I like younger looking Mega Man X before it went all like tall boy in anime. You know, not everything has to look like super mature and serious, guys. Like X already like hit that tone. I prefer the look of the Super Nintendo games for that reason. Either way, that was our first sub-tank, basically the replacement for E-tanks from the classic series. Basically, we have to work for these. We have to grind out health to get those filled so that we can have them. However, we don't like lose them, so like you can recharge them all you want. So we traded like so basically what we did was we traded disposable extra batteries for rechargeables. That's basically the equivalent of what's happening here. But man, I just gotta say I love this game so much. We already are almost to get our second armor piece, which we get all 4 of them. We have the first armor set. And we already have the health piece and the sub-tank, which are the only other items. So each and all the worlds, you can usually find at least 2 of those parts. Not all of them have more than one, but you know, a lot of them do. So, a little misconception about this portion right here is that you need the fire weapon because it's like flammable. But no, you can smash this with anything. It's a little faster to do if you have the flamethrower, but you know, you can do it with any. So anyways, this is the most useless of all the power-ups. Basically, this is the helmet. It's probably my least favorite look for a helmet in the X games, to be honest. Anyway. But yeah, it smashes these, like, plot-specific blocks. They're not really helpful. The game is completely screwing up right now. I don't know why. Like, the emulator or something. I don't know. I thought that's an emulator. Like, it's a legitimate, like, official, like, licensed emulator, but we'll see. It seems to be calming down now. I don't know what that was about there. That was a little weird. You got Metools returning from the classic series. We don't see a lot of enemies from the classic games in this one, but Metools are in every Mega Man series. It's probably not even called a Metool. It's probably like a Metar or something. I call them Metars because that's what they're called in Battle Network, and that's where I got introduced to them, and that's where they're most common. So I don't know. They can be from any of the X games, whatever the hell they're called. They're Mets, all right. They're all Mets. Like why do we have to like diversify them by different names just to make like fanboys happy about themselves? Anyways, I take the secret path over here. Go over here, you can get a little bit of health. It's not really any different, but you can do it that way if you want. I got a little bit of a health upgrade. Well, not a health upgrade, but a boost by doing that. So, you know, if you want to do that at home, a little helpful. Anyway, Storm Eagle's really easy. I go for him second because I don't usually need his weakness to win. He's got one of the most broken weapons, too. The whatever it's called, that Tornado Blast. It's really strong. You get that, we basically can defeat a lot of the levels with it, so getting it really early is really helpful. Plus, we can get like all the upgrades early on. So, you know, I like this order because... Oh, ran right into him. But as long as you keep dashing, like, you can usually avoid his hit attacks. It's really easy if you have it. Sometimes if you're really skilled, you can shoot him while he's dashing at you like that. But yeah, that's basically all there is to him. Just keep going at him like this. It's really not that bad. Alright, we got two more hits. Yeah, Alright, so we got Storm Tornado. Alright, so let's go into our next boss. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so we can take on, basically, we're going to take on Flame Mammoth, actually. It's the most... Yeah, let's have some fun here, you know. shit.